So hi guys, welcome back to the cricket podcast. So today we'll be reviewing our next team, which is the Chennai Super Kings. So first of all, here's the squad.
Chennai Super Kings பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க எங்க ஊரு சென்னைக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க எங்க
CSK.
Chalo. Okay. So firstly, we'll start by reviewing how they did in this year's auction. So Daksh, what are your views on it about the auction of
I
Chennai?
think it would have been better if they didn't go only because they didn't do anything. But they still had a pretty good buys. They had first of all Piyush Chawla. He's a very good spinner. He's a wicket taker and he can also
Like,
bat sometimes. And I think he'll be a very good asset in UAE, to be honest. Then comes Sam Curran. I think it's just a random buy, but he could do very well. He's a good all-rounder. We Indian fans know that. And of course, there is Josh Hazelwood, one of the best bowlers in the world. Maybe not in T20s, but he is up there. And they also took who was that DK? Which the fourth player that
R Sai Kishore. R Sai
okay,
Kishore.
I don't know much about him, but I'm guessing CSK they have taken good players always, and he might not feature, but he's someone to look forward to in the future maybe. So it was
I
a
think
yeah. Say.
for R Sai Kishore, I don't think there could have been a better team than CSK, like learning under the guidance of MS Dhoni.
True,
So I
yes.
think
So he could be a future star, but as for this IPL, these are the buys, and not no not great, but I think Piyush Chawla is a good buy. So let's
but they
move
don't
on.
need now.
Yeah,
So it's okay.
but let's see. So
So
let's move on
now,
to their playing 11.
yes. So
DK,
DK, what do you think
what
will
do
be
you
the
think?
playing 11?
so. Yeah, talking about the playing 11, I think the opening combination is set from last two seasons. Shane Watson and Faf du Plessis to open there.
Yes.
With one down coming now, Ambati Raidu because of we all know absence of Suresh Raina, Chinna Thala. So Ambati Raidu comes one down. MS Dhoni hopefully comes two down so that we can see more of him. Kedar Jadhav after MS Dhoni, Dwayne Bravo, Ravindra Jadeja, Piyush Chawla, Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chahar, and number 11 is Imran Tahir. So your thoughts on 11?
DK, I want to ask you if Murali Vijay is going to start for CSK because when he was there long time back, he was an exclusive player. Yes, he came into the test team later and played slowly,
Actually,
but I think he can still smack the ball now that he's not even part of the test team, and this is the only thing he's going to look forward to.
I think Murali Vijay is a good option, but if you go according the team that they have now, because Raina is gone, so at number three, if Murali Vijay plays, then Murali Vijay and Shane Watson will open with Faf du Plessis at number three. So their starting will become very slow because all the three batsmen have the tendency to go slow in the start, and then if they get settled, then go bang on.
Hmm.
So if they play Murali Vijay, Faf du Plessis, and Shane Watson in top three, then I don't think they will have a good and fast start. And in grounds like UAE, where the size of grounds are very big, they need a good and fast start.
Okay,
Right.
that's true. And what about Rituraj Gaikwad? He's a very good shot maker. He's a good player. There are talks that he'll come directly in for Suresh Raina in that team. Any views
yes,
on
I
that?
think.
Yes, Rituraj Gaikwad, another exciting talent, but I think they will be first going in with experience because, as we all know, Dhoni backs experience rather
Hmm.
than young players. I'm not saying it does not give chance to young players, but in the start of the tournament, I guess he will go in with experience. Like they will go with Ambati Raidu at one down because we have all seen how well Ambati Raidu can perform if he
Batiraidu.
is in top three.
True. So I don't think there's much there. Maybe
Okay.
NGD can come in.
And Giddy can come in for Tahir because
Yes.
they can play Piyush Chawla instead of Imran Tahir. So that's what Daksh said. That Piyush
Hmm.
Chawla was a very good buy because now there is no necessity to play Imran Tahir.
Yes. And so let's move on to
Yeah,
their
so
strengths, the strengths of the team.
strength.
And
Finish.
Ganesh, what do you
okay,
think are the
yeah,
strengths?
that's okay. Yeah, so talking about the strength of team, obviously the like major contribution is of the captain MS Dhoni. The way he brings out best amongst all the players, like players like Watson, like at such an age, he performed so well in the IPL. Of course, Ambati Raidu, he was a decent player in the IPL, but from the past 2 seasons, he's performing like very well. Also, the team, there's an age factor, but there's also too much experience, too much of international experience, too much of domestic experience, too much of experience playing in different T20 leagues. So the perks of MS Dhoni, I think they have a
Yeah.
pretty balanced squad. They have a pretty
Hmm.
balanced squad. Like, and obviously MS Dhoni brings out the best from everyone. So hopefully this year also he'll do the same.
And I guess
Very
one more
soon.
strength is they have spin bowling and UAE support spin pitches,
Yes, yes,
and
yes,
they have MS Dhoni behind the stumps.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
That comes out, and every strength revolves around MS Dhoni somehow,
Yes,
and
it's
that
all
is
about
CSK.
MS Dhoni.
Is
Plus the
Sri
Indian core is
exactly.
so strong.
Hmm.
He's the
Indian,
Messi. He's the
Indian
Messi
core
of cricket.
because if you see that Indian core, almost every player has represented India at some or other level. So I think they have also that as their strength.
And
Is
not
Sri
just
तेरी girlfriend
represented, they
नहीं है?
have,
Hmm. Say
and
Prasad, Prasad.
no, I was saying that not just represented, they have performed as well. So
Yeah.
Yes,
performance of each and every player counts in CSK.
Chennai, starting from season one, Chennai has always picked up good international players. Like they always have an experienced squad. If you guys observe, they had Matthew Eden, Michael Hussey.
Uthaiya
Very few,
Muralidharan.
yes, very few domestic players played in the team. They always had good experienced players, which I think
Opposite of
this year.
Mumbai.
Sorry, sorry.
Opposite of
Opposite
Mumbai,
of
who only took
Yes,
youngsters mainly.
Mumbai is the best.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about it later. Chalo.
Yes,
okay,
we
so
have already
coming
talked.
to,
We
yeah,
have
so
already
coming
talked
to,
about
So,
Mumbai. Yes.
Anyway,
yeah,
let's
so
move
coming
on to
to
the
the,
weaknesses.
Coming to weakness. Yes.
yeah,
Prasad.
so moving. Yeah, moving on to the weaknesses. The biggest weakness of this team is they'll be missing Suresh Raina in the middle order, the only batsman on which CSK relied a lot after the opening combination. After that, the bowling is not strong. Like they have a decent fast bowlers, but the experience lacks a lot in their fast bowler. Like they mainly depend on Shardul Thakur and Deepak Chah, not one of the best play, which is not one of the best fast bowling pairs in this world, to be honest, or in this IPL. But yeah, we'll see forward. But these two are the major weaknesses of this team: a fast bowling opening pair and Suresh Raina in the middle order batsman.
And I guess one more weakness is that they all like this is always there. We say that can these old players do it again and again, but they keep doing it again. So we can't say if
yes.
it's a
Yeah,
weakness, but we mention it every time. So we'll see
Yes,
what
it's an
happens.
uncertainty. It's an uncertainty.
But they keep performing, so it works for
Yes,
them.
yes, it works for
yeah.
because it's because of MS Dhoni.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
So
So let's
coming
move
to the
on
key
to
Moving on
players,
to the key
yeah,
you
players.
lad. Yes, what
Yeah,
do you
coming
think?
to the key players.
Ayer.
I
Again, I
think
think
Rituraj Gaikwad is one.
he
Okay.
definitely he's
could
obviously
be.
starting
He
first
could be.
name on the team.
Okay,
No, but
let's no jokes aside.
uh,
Okay. Jokes aside now. Yes.
obviously MS Dhoni, the whole team is he's the crux of the team.
Hmm.
I think obviously I don't think I have to elaborate a lot on MS. We are all know. I think another very key player is Bravo. I think people undermine his leadership capabilities. He
Very
can actually
underrated.
guide people very well. Um, Even someone like a Shane Watson, he's obviously was an all-rounder. Doesn't bowl anymore, but he can obviously guide players very well. He's done well for the past 2 3 seasons. He's
Yes.
performed in big games like finals, consecutive centuries in finals. So he knows what it takes to win championships. So I think he's also a very crucial factor. I think the whole team will revolve around these three. But again, they're a team where different players rise to different occasions. So you can't really pinpoint too many key players. I think they're a great team. They can again probably have a top four finish again.
And
Obviously.
so, guys, I have another question for you. How many runs do you think MS Dhoni will score this year? After he's playing after what 400 plus days. It's a long time. We are very
I
very excited to see him back. But how many runs?
think
Dronesh.
four.
Okay, Kanish say.
बोले DK बोल बोल.
I think if he bats at number 4, then definitely 400 plus season is coming.
Okay, Prasad.
Ah, I think yeah, 350, 400, not more than that.
Not more than that. I hear.
Same. I think the finisher will retain his role of a finisher. He will always look for the team ahead, so he will come at his
Yes,
6, 7, and
yes,
again
yes.
350, 400.
Definitely, definitely.
So, Kanish, you
Exactly.
also
350
say 400 and up.
Totally agree with Ayyar. Number
Yes,
five,
Even
number
I
six.
agree with that, and I don't think Dhoni will come at number 4. I think maybe Suresh Raina comes back, maybe Rituraj Gaikwad
And
comes.
even if Raina doesn't come back, no, Dhoni will give a chance to a youngster ताकि उसका platform set हो.
Yeah.
धोनी नंबर 5 एक सीजन खेल लेगा, नेक्स्ट सीजन नहीं खेल, नंबर 4 एक सीजन खेलेगा, नेक्स्ट सीजन क्या करेगा? तो उसको नंबर 4
क्या
रहना
पता
बताएगा,
आईपीएल में भी धोनी चला जाने के बाद रहना चले जाए।
जाएगा ही ना
भाई
भाई, वो
तो
साथ में
IPL
रिटायर
ही
होगा।
चला गया. But ठीक है, like so if
Next year
everyone says
IPL
400, we will see.
350
And
400 ये.
guys, they always finish in the top 4. That's their thing. But what do you guys think? Where will they finish? Say
Obviously, according to me, number 2 is their spot.
number 2, DK.
I think this season is going to be a bit tough because of that not so strong middle order. Number 3 or number 4.
Okay. Kanishk,
Top 2 basically. I तो
top
they
2.
win, I
Iyer.
will be guess.
I think their spin department will push them from 3, 4 to top 2.
Okay, even I say they'll be finishing in the top 3. And I'd like to make a point with what DK said. DK said that they'll have a bad season, they'll have a tough season, he said, but they'll finish top 3, top 4. So that's finishing in the top 4 is a tough season for CSK. That's just to say something. So yeah, so that's it,
That's a
guys.
statement.
That's a statement. So this was our CSK review. Please let us know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, like we've always been doing. Support us. Write in the comment what do you think. Comment where do you think CSK will finish, and we shall see. Thank you for your support. Thank you, guys.
Okay, out. Bye bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.